today. Wiktoria Sadlo. She is a very funny lady. I hope that she will be able to transmit this. Yeah, I think it's the same game, huh? It's storytelling, so welcome and enjoy.
Okay, for those who don't know, my name is Wiktoria Sadlo, and I'm interested in exploring the relationship between humor and art, particularly in the context of Sebastian Serre, the famous Renaissance architect who engaged directly with humor. The character I envision inhabiting this space is Arlecchino, and the building itself is Workshop Plaza. So the base is Serre, my architect is Arlecchino, and he's doing a theater in Workshop Plaza. As I dive into more detail, we will explore all of these elements together. And first we will talk about humor and Sebastiano Serre, and about Arlecchino and the Workshop Plaza. We will talk about the political stage scenery and the elements, and at the end I have a question and maybe an answer.
Put on your best dress and go out.
It doesn't really matter what you're wearing. It's what you're visually wearing. We're all just virtual.
I arrange you to complex the drama, spectacle, massacre, theater, the one and only. The stage buildings for this should be private houses, that is, belonging to citizens, merchants, lawyers, parasites, and other similar characters. Above all, there should be a god's house and an inn. A temple is absolutely essential.
World was on fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I needed somebody like you. I never dreamed I knew somebody like you. No,
So I will start with the question, can a building make you laugh? Did a building ever make you laugh? And why? By accident, on purpose? Does this really matter if a building made you laugh? And by thinking about this, which building made me laugh, I collected somehow some buildings which does make me laugh and tried to implement this in my project. So the buildings that I think are humorous for me, and why is at first is Jacques Tati's villa in Monaco. I think everyone knows this, where this villa forces you into comedic actions without even realizing it. So you have this street in the garden where you have to do this so long, and even don't know that you're in action, that other would laugh, and maybe you also, if you would notice. We have Ricardo Bofill, who did monuments, but not for kings, but as homes for everyone. My kind of humor I found is Freddy Nomani, who discovered color and forms in a completely different way. You can look at his project for hours and find every time something to laugh about. John Portman and his enormous lobbies. Not a house, but a stage. There's the scene from The Fifth Element, maybe everyone knows it, where the diva sings and everyone, this is so strange, this kind of humor is so strange, so we are all focused and even don't know why we laugh at this kind of humor. So this scene and the humor I'm talking about is what Albert Camus captured really well in this quote. It helps man in his strenuous attempt to avoid the certainty of absolute death. What does it even mean? It's how we face the unbearable, how we say yes, I know it's absurd, but I'm still here. Humor is for me the moment when, this little moment when we change our perspective and then we notice. So this little short moment is for me the humor. So let's not ask what's funny, let's ask what it needs laughter to stay alive. It's not just fun, not just escape, it's not nervous laugh, it's not fun, not escape. It's like this little moment at a funeral when you have to laugh. It's super strange, but this is the humor we're doing, right? It's like the absurdity of slipping on a banana while delivering serious news. So this kind of moments we are talking about. And humor is how we survive contradiction and death. So this little moment we have as humor. Not just this, but we talk about humor also as an aspect of human nature. So we have this philosophical Albert Camus, and then we have also like etymological definition of this humor. It's rooted in the ancient theory of the four bloody humors. People once believed these fluids affected our mood and personality, including our sense of humor. So the human had four humors: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile, which in turn were associated with particular organs. So blood came from the heart, phlegm from the brain, yellow bile from the liver, and black bile from the spleen. Galland and Avicenna attributed certain elemental qualities to each humor. So blood was hot and moist like air, phlegm was cold and moist like water, yellow bile was hot and dry like fire, and the black bile was cold and dry like earth. That the human body is a microcosmos of the larger world. This idea means every emotion is a battle of elements. Fire is anger, water is indifference, air is joy, and earth melancholia. So imagine a physical comedy for those who need a stage. And this stage I created. So our basis of this stage is Sebastiano Sergio and his writings on architecture. Sebastiano was an architect and a theorist from the Renaissance, and he wrote 7 books about architecture, and we will specify on the second. In the second book, he described the comedic, like all the stage sceneries. You have the satiric stage scenery, the tragic stage scenery, and the comedic stage scenery. I know there is no humor without tragedy, but today we are focusing on the comedic stage scenery. So what he wrote there. The stage buildings for this should be private houses that is belonging to citizens, merchants, lawyers, parasites, and other similar characters. Above all there should be a bathhouse and an inn. A temple is absolutely essential. So what does this mean? We have a simple stage with all the opposites that we need. We have the private house, the bathhouse, an inn, and a temple. And these four elements are the basis of our theater. And then Arlecchino, our architect, comes in. And Arlecchino we know him from Commedia dell'arte, he's a trickster. And why I choose him? Because for me, he's not just a trickster. We have to imagine he's the only one who can mock the king. So that means we need someone who's smart, right? Someone who can fix this moment, who can cap this moment, and even mock the king. So the switch of perspective that Arlecchino can take and play with it, this is the moment I want to implement in my architecture. And where is doing this? In the One-Shell Plaza. So Arlecchino is a little bit bored, he's looking, okay, where I can do it, what can I do, where I can do it, and he's finding the One-Shell Plaza. Why the One-Shell Plaza? So it's the most generic and boring skyscraper that we found. It's near the highest, not the shortest. It's nothing specific, but it's special. It is one of many. So Arlecchino finds a free place in this building because else every skyscraper like this it's half empty, and he's settled there, and then he's thinking, okay, I have Sebastiano Serlio on comedic stage scenery, and what am I doing there? So he's a little bit bored because he's looking at his neighbors in the One-Shell Plaza and writes a quick note. So I lose myself in the building, circling through the great corridors. Every floor is the same. Every door offers the same image. A handful of chairs and a collection of desks. The smell of bad coffee and people pretending to be busy. I go deeper and try to find something different, something alive. But it's always the same tired image, the same quiet play of busyness, and I wonder if anyone remembers what they're supposed to be doing here. And Arlecchino starts to play, and to build, and to create. And what he does is the original One-Shell Plaza. He starts with the inn. The inn is anger. Here words are thrown like punches, and humor is the only weapon that lands without drawing blood. The comedian stirs the embers, teasing the crowd, coaxing sparks. Will they erupt in laughter or smolder in silence? The inn is a lobby, but only as formality. The humor here is phlegmatic, slow, burning. The lady in the middle, absurd but presented, without serious expression. They consider life as a journey and their house as an inn. This is where plots unfold and encounters are expected. There is gossip and boobery. It's a place for drinking, smoking, and laughing, with all their might and main. It's a mixture of twinkle and tension, a social mixing and comedic disorder. People are coming to talk, to meet strangers, and experience the new. Arlecchino needs someone to help him with the inn. He talks to Diogenesis. Diogenesis, no husband of any woman, the infamous cynic of Sinope, born the pompous and self-important. He held court in the streets, not in salons, and his only reference was for honesty laced with mockery. Now he advises Arlecchino on who the guest this inn should be. Harlequin, Dionysus, it should be a place where disputes are not resolved, but celebrated. Philosophers and country bumpkins, the two extremes, meet in peace of mind. A standard, like no other. But how? All I know is that I want chaos, misunderstandings that are not cleared up but celebrated. Dionysus, if you want real humor, don't let it be polite. Let strangers glare at each other like dogs fighting over scraps. Let them blunder, expose themselves, and then let them laugh at their own naked foolishness. Less politeness, more provocation. If they come expecting to be taken seriously, they're in the wrong place. Harlequin, but what are we really laughing at? At what are we really laughing at? Dionysus, at ourselves fool, at the absurdity of those who think themselves wise. Let the joke be a mirror. If they want a quiet place, send them running. With these words, Dionysus reads and Arlecchino builds. So Arlecchino builds, the inn is ready. The next step is the bathhouse. In the bathhouse, water flows and dives and comes, just like the bathhouse. Its place of pleasure, excess, and lounging is ease, where worries dissolve and nothing is urgent. The phlegmatic humor reigns, the choleric humor reigns here, where nothing needs to be decided, where life is just a slow, pleasurable drift. So the bathhouse are the stages in between. Burlesque is transition, the floors guide you through the extravagance. Movement is an attitude, humor a bite, no architecture of efficiency. As in the inn, also here Arlecchino lies and he talks to Tita Fantis. Tita Fantis is the most known burlesque performer of the universe. He's helping Arlecchino with this. People think burlesque is about taking your clothes off, but really it's about putting on a show, your own way on your own terms. I enjoy my power, my body, my image, and I share it with you on my terms. I will tease you, I will pull you apart and clean you. I perform you so you feel something. Power, pleasure, a slow burning laugh that curls like smoke. It's a strange thing that this grandiousness and this burlesque should be amicable labors, that all this majesty should not be thrown into disorder by all this parody, and the same mouth can today blow into the drum of the judgment day, and tomorrow into the red flute. When you laugh, truly laugh, you open. When you desire, fully desire, you surrender. Burlesque lives in the brief between the two. We don't burlesque in order to expose. Those who burlesque don't show everything, but it shows that there is more. And Arlecchino does more. So after the inn and the bathhouse is building the private houses. Private houses is the theater, the stage of the theater. It's a sanguine house never settles, and is light, playful, and filled with the chatter of the world that never stops spinning, like the private house is in a constant swirl of air. The private house becomes the backdrop, and the audience infinite. Here's where the drama unfolds and the tea spills. The ceiling is stained emotion, and the curtains open. Naive humor reigns here, gentle, awkward, sincere. You think too much and feel to live. At home as on stage, thoughts soften and feeling takes its place. So the private house becomes public, the house becomes a theater. Arlecchino builds his own house. He invites and he tells the best drama on his own kitchen table. The best theater is always the private one, and Arlecchino acts. At least he does the temple. In the temple, time condenses and presses down like the earth itself. It is the place of deep thoughts and Every shadow has a meaning, and we enjoy the hypocrisy. Up here, where the columns meet the clouds and the mosaics flicker with irony, the house breathes a sign of relief. This is the temple of confession. Its marble floor is a reminder of the humorous slip. Power is in the air, but it's tempered by the echo of a giggle. This is melancholic humor, gentle, solemn, and sharp. He does not mock. He knows that true power lies in being able to laugh at oneself. Because if you can't laugh at yourself, you have no power. Only armor rusts. After Dionysus and the Daphantes, Alcina offers praise to Thalia, the goddess of comedy and idyllic poetry. O Thalia, you muse, you goddess, who praised over comedy. You love me despite my humor. I know you are my true muse. I come to you in repentance. I long for tragic self-deception and reconciliation. I have to admit how much I enjoy my own performance. Grant me strength to irony, to kneel in contradiction, to rise in laughter, and to forgive myself with a grin. We are all inconsistent. We claim principles, but only stick to them as long as they benefit us. We preach modesty while we squint for applause on stage. We despise masks, but wear one every day. Ridiculous. Ridicule is not a flaw in the system, it is the system. What is human does not lie in honesty, but in dealing with one's own pose. Anyone who wants to be authentic misjudges the game. Those who laugh at themselves, not at others, gain a moment of real clarity. No truth but conceit. Hypocrisy is part of it. The mistake is to deny it. With this performance, Alekino welcomes you to his theater and leaves you with one final question. Are you fluid or are you blind?